part of the problem that we're not in a state of participation anymore is that if you cut down a tree and you're not participating in it, you can cut down as many trees as you want. If you're participating in the life of the tree, then cutting down, you can only do it via ritual, because you know that you are ending a life, and or you're changing a life. And since you're participating, you can feel that. So every time that you do something like that, you have to ritualize it. And when you kill an animal, you have to ritualize it so that you somehow make it okay that you start to eat the animal, because you're participating in that world. If you are not doing that, then you can just send everybody to an abattoir and just kill them all, because they're things, they're objects. And that is something that really came into place in the 17th century, where that before that there were not things, there were beings. And then as of the 17th century, the notion of thing came. And then what we are calling reality means, the literal translation of reality is thingliness, because res means thing, and reality is made from the word res. So it's thingliness. So it's the thingliness of the things around us that make them distant from us. And if we can participate in their world, then they stop being things, but they become beings. And so then we live in a world of beings. Then we're surrounded by beings, not by things. And that is a whole different way of being in the world. Of course, our rational self, which got really sharpened in the 18th century during the Enlightenment, our rational self will tell us that, well, this is all nonsense because it doesn't stand to reason. But we only look at human reason and not at the reason that is all over the cosmos. There's reason everywhere. But it's different kind of reason. And so I think it's very important to get to the point where we begin to participate in the world again, so that we cannot just destroy it. But if we destroy something, we have to acknowledge through participation that something has died.
You know, like the way they cut the trees now, it looks so horrible. Like they look like they're just being cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they look dismembered or something.
Yeah, because they're things.
Yeah,
they're not beings.
It hurts to see it to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And so people who are rationalists would say, "Oh, you're just making this stuff up," and because rationalists are the ones who know what's real, right? And a person who knows what is real is actually a person who's deluded, because only a deluded person knows exactly what's real. Any other person has doubts, right? And so when you see a person without doubts, you know a person is in a state of delusion. Because if you don't see that there's mystery going on that goes well beyond reason, then you're blind.